Okay, hello my friends, and welcome back to Move with Jasmine. For those of you that I haven't had the opportunity of connecting with yet, hello, my name is Jasmine. Today we're going to be going through a flow which is really going to help us cultivate love for self, love for others, and love for basically the entire world and earth around us. So for today's class, we're really going to be focusing on heart-opening asanas, heart-opening yoga poses. And these are really poses where we're going to be opening up and broadening through the chest and focusing the breath in the upper portion of the body. So with that, we're going to get started right away in a tall, upright, seated position. Just taking a mindful moment here to close the eyes, find lots of length all the way from the base of the tailbone to the crown of the head. Taking a moment to place the palms to face up, gesture of openness, giving and receiving. And inviting you to take a mindful moment to bring your attention and mindful awareness to the heart space, to the heart center. This area of the body is associated with the heart chakra, an energy center, one of the 7 main ones in the body, associated with giving and receiving love. The color commonly associated with the heart chakra is green. So as you maintain a mindful awareness on this area of the body, inviting you to focus on the color green, perhaps visualizing a green sphere of light twisting, twirling, and emanating from the heart center. Inviting you to take 3 expansive breaths into the upper chest, into the heart space, into the heart center. Two more big breaths in and out through the nose. And one final breath here. Good. Maintaining this connection to the heart space, heart center, you can slowly begin to flutter the eyes open. And then place the hands on the knees, palms are facing down. On the inhale, send the heart open as you arch through the back, taking the gaze towards the sky. And on the exhale, round through the spine, take the gaze towards the belly as you round out through the back. Inhale as you open. And exhale as you close. A variation of cat-cow in a seated position. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. We're here for 2 more full breaths. Inhale, really tilting the chin up. And exhale, really tucking that chin in and peeling the shoulder blades apart. One more time here. Inhale as you open. And exhale as you close. On the next inhale, find stillness and center, neutral spine. And then slowly release the arms by the sides and make your way very mindfully into a tabletop position. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, and knees are underneath the hips. On the inhale, we'll lean slightly forward. And on the exhale, slightly back. Inhale as you come forward, very mindful, slow motion. And exhale as you come back. We're here for 2 more, just warming up the wrists a little bit. And last one. Good. On the next inhale, find stillness and center, neutral tabletop. Inhale as you drop the belly down, take the gaze towards the sky, chin is high. And on the exhale, round through the spine, take the gaze towards the belly. Inhale as you open. And exhale as you close. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Finishing on the exhale. On the next inhale, find stillness in neutral tabletop position and walk the hands forward, finding your puppy pose. Forearms can be planted on the mat, fingertips wide, shoulders deep, hips high. Or you can come up on the fingertips to get a little bit deeper into the shoulders. Very important here, you're breathing fresh space into the heart space, into the heart center. We also call this pose Anahata, gesture of the heart. Very deep heart opening asana. Maybe while you're here, you reconnect with that color green. Really focusing all of your mindful awareness on the heart chakra. One more big breath here. And then when you're ready to do so, slowly rest the forearms down and return into your tabletop position. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Another round of cat-cow here. Inhale as you open and exhale as you close. On the next inhale, maybe you lean slightly forward. And on the next exhale, maybe you lean slightly back. Dramaticized cat-cow. Inhale as you open. And exhale as you close. One more time here. Inhale to open. And exhale to close. On the next inhale, find stillness in neutral tabletop position. And then slowly untuck the back toes and make your way into a seated position on the heels. Inhale as you reach the arms up, big sweeping motion, gaze to follow. And exhale as you take an interlace of the hands behind the back, really pressing the hands away from the glutes as you open up through the chest. Take 2 expansive breaths here. Relaxing through the face and the jaw. One more breath. Good. Releasing the fingers, sending the arms by the sides. Inhale as you reach the arms up, gaze to follow. And exhale as you take prayer hands through to heart center. We'll do 2 more breaths just like that. Inhale, big sweeping motion. And exhale, really pull that energy in towards your heart center. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good. Release the arms by the sides, gently flutter the eyes open if they're closed, and walk the hands into tabletop position. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Tuck those back toes under, send the hips up high. Find your very first downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to pedal out the heels one at a time, warming up the backs of the legs. Relaxing the face and the jaw. Smooth breath. And then finding stillness in your downward facing dog. Try and take those heels down lower. Try and send those hips up higher. Take 1 big breath here. And on the next inhale, take the gaze towards the hands, bend through the knees, and take some small steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, think halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Good. On the next inhale, bend through the knees and very slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Head and neck come up very last. On the inhale, reach the arms up, gaze to follow. And on the exhale, bring prayer hands through to heart center. Release the arms by the sides, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up, big motion. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms. Listen carefully. We'll step that right foot back and then the left. Lowering down onto the knees for support and slowly melt down, elbows glued to side body. Inhale, baby cobra. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. And exhale, your downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. And with control, step it through in between the palms. Good. Toes are facing forward on the inhale. Come up light and easy on the fingertips. Chest is tall, proud, and open. Inhale, lean slightly forward. And exhale, lean slightly back. We're here for 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Find stillness in center. Drop that back knee down. Inhale as you reach the arms up. Exhale as you pull the elbows down, really shining the chest forward. Inhale, find length through the arms. And exhale, pull the shoulder blades together. We're here for 2 more. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you lower. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. On the inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, plant the palms, lift up on that back knee, and with control, step towards the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, root to rise. Exhale, prayer hands come through to heart center. Release the arms by the sides, mountain pose, palms face forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, big motion. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step that left foot back, and then the right. With control, drop the knees down, lower to the belly, one piece. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, your downward facing dog. On the inhale, float the left leg high to the sky. And with control, step it through in between the palms. Toes are facing forward, light and easy on those fingertips. Inhale, come slightly forward. And exhale, slightly back. Very important, the chest is tall, proud, and open here. Leaning forward and leaning back. 1 more. Good. Find stillness in center. Slowly release the right knee down. Inhale as you send the arms up high. Exhale as you pull the shoulders together, elbows towards the sides. Inhale, find length. And exhale, bend through the elbows. Here for 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, open. And exhale, bend. Good. Inhale as you sweep the arms up. Exhale as you plant the palms. Come up light and easy on those fingertips. Bend through the right knee. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms come up straight and strong, standing. And exhale, prayer hands come through to heart center. Release the arms by the sides, mountain pose. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step, or maybe you hop back, moving through a flow. Inhale, heart opener of your choice, maybe up dog. And exhale, your downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Really trying to send the hips up higher as you sink the heels down lower. Relaxing through the face and the jaw. Good. Listen carefully. We'll float that right leg high to the sky. And with control, step it through in between the palms as you turn that back left heel down. Inhale, arms come up. Hips are facing forward. Warrior 1. Right away, we'll take an interlace of the hands behind the back. Really press the hands away from the glutes. Open up through the heart. An option to stay here, or you can fold forward on the inside of that right leg. Allowing gravity to take you deeper here. Balancing the weight between the front and back foot. And really making an effort not to dump the weight on that right leg. Body is on the inside of the right thigh. 1 more smooth breath. Good. On the next inhale, slowly make your way back up. Warrior 1. On the exhale, plant the palms. Step that right foot back. Downward facing dog. Option to move through a flow. Inhale as you come forward, high plank. Exhale as you lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, heart opener. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And step the left foot through in between the palms. Back heel down 45 degrees. Inhale, your warrior one. Good. On the exhale, interlace the hands one finger further than last time. Press the hands away from the glutes. And same as before, you can stay here or find a forward fold on the inside of that left leg. Two more slow breaths here. Good. Inhale, slowly make your way back to standing. Reach the arms up. Warrior one. Exhale, plant the palms. Step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, heart opener. And exhale, your downward facing dog. Take 2 full breaths here. Good. Listen carefully. Option to stay exactly as you are, or you can come down onto the elbows for your dolphin pose, a deeper variation to open up the heart. We're here for 2 full breaths. Also feeling a deep stretch in the calves. Good. On the next exhale, slowly melt the knees down and come to a seated position on the heels. Inhale as you reach those arms up. And exhale as you bring prayer hands through to heart center. Take a mindful moment here. Reconnecting with that color green, the heart chakra, our energy center for giving and receiving love. One more smooth breath here. Good. Release the arms by the sides and slowly make your way into a taller positions, standing up. How do I say this? You're on the knees. There we go. Coming into a high kneel. Here we go. Let me redo that. Slowly coming into a high kneel. Okay, from here, we'll dip that left hand on the left ankle as you swing that right arm overhead, coming into half camel. That right arm will swing back around, reaching to the left side as you take it to the opposite side. Right hand meets right ankle, left arm overhead. Good, keep going. It's a big sway from side to side as you alternate, grabbing hold of the ankles. Moving through your own rhythm and pace, inhaling as you reach the arm up, and exhaling as you release it down. Inhale to rise, and exhale to lower. You're welcome to continue as you are, or if it's part of your practice, you can try and find your full camel, really focusing on opening up the heart as opposed to condensing the spine and the low back. We're here for 2 breaths. Good. Slowly releasing hold of one ankle and making your way back into a high kneel. Good. Releasing the hands down, finding your tabletop position. We'll tuck those back toes under, send the hips up high. Find your downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward, high plank. And on the exhale, drop the knees down, lower all the way onto the belly. Good. Right away, finding your locust pose. Arms come by the sides. On the inhale, lift the arms and legs up. Lifting the knees off the ground, activating the low back, really opening through the heart. You're welcome to stay here or take an interlace of the hands behind the back as you press the hands away from the glutes. Pointing through the toes. We're here for 2 more breaths. Good. Good. On the exhale, slowly release the body down. And you're welcome to repeat that one more time, or take a deeper variation, grabbing hold of the ankles. And on the inhale, coming into your bow pose as you press hand and feet together and lift those knees off the ground. You can tilt the chin slightly up for an even deeper variation. We're here for 2 breaths. Good. On the exhale, slowly lower down. And then on the inhale, take the hands by the upper ribs, send the hips back, big toes together, knees apart, child's pose. You're welcome to stay with the arms nice and long, or maybe bend through the elbows, taking the hands behind the head for a very soft tricep stretch. One more full calming breath here. Good. On the next inhale, slowly make your way into a tabletop position. Tucking those back toes under, we'll send the hips up high. Find your downward facing dog. Listen carefully on the inhale. Lift the right leg up high to the sky. Bend through the knee, bringing the heel in towards the glute. And on the inhale, slowly come forward into your high plank position. And just an option, you can take that right leg behind you, coming into your wild thing. Inhale as you open up, reaching the right arm up. And exhale as you lower down, sending the hips back towards the earth. Inhale to open. And exhale to close. One more here. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. On the inhale, we'll meet at the very top. And on the exhale, plant the right hand and send that left leg up, maybe finding a 3-legged dog or a regular downward facing dog. Wherever you are, inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, open up. And exhale, your downward facing dog. Good. Option to inhale, send that left leg up high to the sky, bending the knee in towards the glute. You can stay here, or inhale, come forward, high plank, and come into the wild thing on the opposite side. Inhale as you send the left arm up, and exhale as you lower it down. Inhale to rise, and exhale to lower. We're here for one more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. On the inhale, meet at the top. And on the exhale, slowly make your way back through to center, maybe a 3-legged dog. Inhale as you come forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, open. And exhale, your downward facing dog. Take 2 full breaths here. Good. On the next inhale, slowly walk the feet in towards the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, crossing the arms, letting the head hang heavy. Letting gravity decompress the spine. One more smooth breath. On the next exhale, release the arms down, bend through the knees, and slowly make your way into a seated position using the help of the hands. We'll lower down right away using the strength of the core. Inhale, send the arms forward. Exhale, lean the body back. Good. Cactus the arms. Take a moment with the knees high, soles of the feet planted to windshield wiper the legs from left to right. Calm, smooth breath. And then finding stillness with the knees in center. Plant the soles of the feet into the mat. Knees are high. Tuck the tailbone under. Feel for the backs of the heels with the fingertips. Once you feel them, it means you're in a good place. You can lift those hips up nice and high and take an interlace of the hands behind the back as you really pull the shoulder blades together. We're here for 2 full breaths. Good. On the next exhale, undo that interlace. Slowly lower the hips down. And then pull the knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a nice tight squeeze. You can keep the head and neck planted, or on the next inhale, bring the nose up towards the knees, really trying to make yourself as small as possible. On the next exhale, soften the head and the neck down. And slowly begin to sway from left to right, giving the low back a massage. Finding stillness in center, begin to lengthen out through the arms and the legs, finding your final Savasana, resting pose. Arms and legs are nice and wide, palms are facing up. Finding softness in the entire body, really feeling the effect of our practice as you head into this very subtle, calm, closing pose. While you're here, inviting you to reconnect with the heart space, with the heart center, that color green. And just seeing if you can mindfully send the breath into the heart space, into the upper chest. We'll take 2 more deep breaths there. Inhale through the nose, fill up the chest. And exhale through the nose. 1 more full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. You can either stay in your final Shavasana, or if you wish to meet me in a seated, cross-legged position on your mat, you can very slowly roll onto the side body and make your way there now, really taking your time. Once you arrive in a tall, upright, seated position, really find length all the way from the base of the tailbone to the crown of the head. Palms are facing up in a gesture of openness, a gesture of giving and receiving. The face is relaxed, jaw is soft. And keeping that connection to the heart space, to the heart center. To end off today's class, I want to share a quote with you, which is about love, and it comes from Rumi. He's one of the great poets of the world. And his quote reads, "Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you're building or have built against it." I'll read it one more time. Your task is not to seek love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you've built against it. As we end off today's class with that quote, I also wanted to share just 3 truths. The first truth is that the experience of love is something that's very dynamic. For example, we can say that we've always loved a friend or have loved a mother or father or parent figure in our life. But if you think about when you were 5 and said that word versus now, the meaning has very much changed over the course of time. And that doesn't make the meaning of it inferior or superior at any point, but it's just something that's dynamic. So the first truth is that love is an experience that is dynamic. The second truth is we are surrounded by love. And there's so many examples of this. Hopefully your eyes are closed right now as you're in a meditative position, but if you were to open them, you would see so much love around you. There was love that was put into creating the floor that you are currently sitting on or lying on. There was love that was put into your mat. Maybe it was a gift from a friend, or just a lot of beautiful people were part of the creation process. As I look to my left wrist, I see a friendship bracelet from one of my dear friends. There is love truly, truly all around you if you just wear that lens of gratitude and take a look. So that second truth is we are surrounded by love. And then the third truth is there is no fear in love, just faith. There is no fear in love, just faith. Love calls us to be brave and to be courageous, to be vulnerable. And all of those things require faith. Faith in yourself, that you'll be fine no matter what the outcome of loving fully, but also faith in the other person and in the circumstances of your connection. So this third truth is there is no fear in love, just faith. With that quote from Rumi and these three truths in our mind's eye, I encourage you to inhale, reach the arms up, give yourself a big final stretch, keeping the eyes closed. And on the exhale, bring prayer hands to the forehead, a representation of pure thoughts for the rest of your day. Prayer hands to the mouth, a representation of pure speech. And prayer hands to the heart center, representation of pure intentions. You can bow your head in appreciation for your body for showing up today and for practicing. And on the inhale, slowly take the head back through to center. Keep the eyes closed. Rub the palms together to create some heat, create some energy. And once you feel the warmth between your palms, place warm palms over top of closed eyes. Take a moment to feel into the darkness. And when you're ready, begin to gently flutter the eyes open behind the palms. And peel the palms away from the face to very slowly and mindfully arrive back into this space and back into this moment. With that, my friends, we are at the end of our time together today. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for joining. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in each of you. Namaste.